let's start. We'll start from a seated position, and just take a moment and let's just sway left and right for a little bit. A little swaying left and right, and find your breath. It's like find your life, right? Find your life. This Friday, I got a letter from one of the students that are in the prison, and now the letter really I haven't answered because I'm still like processing, but this man has been in prison for 40 years, and he entered prison when he was 20, and now he's 60, and in 9 months he is going to be free out of the prison doors. And his question to me was like, he goes, I've worn so many masks for these 40 years, so many of them angry masks, because that's what's allowed me to survive. And I have no idea what it will be like to be in your world when I exit the doors. He goes, I've done 284 help programs, but he feels he's unprepared. He's unprepared to come back after 40 years of being locked up. He goes, how do I find my life? How do I find my life? How do we find our life? So we come to our mat, and we come to the end of the day, and maybe take a moment to reflect about, like, where is my life? It's in the breath, it's in the presence, it's in the now, it's in the moment. And how do we find our lives, like when we go into a new world, as he is? Sometimes we need an in-between space, in between one world and the other, so we could transition. Maybe the mat is a little bit of that. I know it is for me. Let's turn to the front of the mat and take your right leg in front of the left and place your hands on your knees. Let's just move forward and back, a little bit more swaying. And this time, as you go back, round your back, bring your chin to your chest. As you inhale, take your chest up and forward and head back. Exhale, chin to the chest. Inhale, forward and arch. Exhale, chin to the chest. Inhale, forward, up, and head back. Let's go ahead and use our arms now. So same way on the exhale, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the knees. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the knees. Inhale, arms up. This time, bring hands to your side and make your arms strong, shoulders strong. Inhale, up. Exhale, nice and tight in. Inhale, round up. Exhale, hands in. Inhale, up. Exhale, draw in. And stay there for a moment. Hands to the knees and bring your soles of your feet to the mat. All right. From here, you could hold the back of the legs, and we're just gonna go lean back, but don't go all the way back. Just feel your back, and then go back all the way, and come up. Roll back, and up. Up. Let's see if we could hold our feet up. Slowly back and up without feet touching the ground. Back, up, back, and up. Hold. And you could place your hands for stability on the ground. Keep your feet up and just crunch in a little bit. Draw the knees towards the belly. And drop back. All right. Place hands behind you and stretch out. Take your knees out a little bit. And let's lift pelvis up and down. Bring those heels as close to you as possible. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And hold. See if you could sense your glutes engaging and your hip flexors, your hips. Stretching up the arms behind you. And drop down. Press the lower back down so that the belly button is going towards the spine, and feel the flatness of your back. And let's go ahead and do some windshield wiping left and right. Noticing those hips. Savor the movement. Notice the sensations. And bring yourself into this in-between moment. Between the daily work and going to bed. Right? Going to sleep. We take this pause to transition. Let's go ahead and bring knees back up towards the chest, and go ahead and wiggle your toes. See if you could wiggle those toes. Bring that sensation to the feet and move the ankles around. And place your hands behind your legs. Lift up your legs, keep wiggling those toes. And bend the knees. And holding, we're going to go up. Hold and down. And let's bring the left leg in front. And we could lean forward and back a little bit. Stretch it forward and back. Rounding and arching. Noticing the shoulder blades, so taking those shoulder blades back and stretching, feeling the stretch in the chest, and now forward again. So inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, arms in. Inhaling, arching. Exhaling, rounding. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And bring your hands behind your legs. And And slowly drop back. I'm going to try to go a little slower. And back. And now reaching forward. So we're going to engage the core muscles and up without placing the feet on the ground. And back slowly. And up, engaging those muscles. A little rocking there. So tightening up the muscles of the belly. And slowly dropping back. And bringing ourselves up. Right. And from here, placing hands on the side. See if you could lengthen your back a little bit and just bring your knees in and out. Do that a couple of times. Noticing the front of the body. Try to keep your knees together and your feet together. And we go back. Place the feet on the sides of your mat, towards the sides, a little bit at an angle. Bring your heels in. And let's lift pelvis up. I'm on the edge of my mat. There we go. And take arms back. Stretch it out. And bring it down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hold. See if you could draw the belly button towards the spine. Can you lift your toes up? And we drop down. Nice. Bringing hands back closer in where it feels comfortable. Let's just again come back to hip rotation and doing some windshield wiping with our knees, one direction and the other. All right. Let's go ahead and take that right foot in to the left knee and just take your hands, weave it, and either grab your hamstring, the back of your leg, or your knee, and just hold for a moment. Flex your feet. Find your breath. And release. Let's go ahead and do it on the other side. Left foot to right knee. Same thing. Hold the knee or the hamstring and draw in. Try to keep your back flat so you're not rounding. And we bring that foot down. Good. Let's extend the legs. That feels nice. And extend the arms back, point your toes, and stretch it out. And you might yawn a little bit, right? Releasing the stresses of the day. And we come back. Knees back towards the chest, hands behind the legs on the hamstrings, and we're going to lift off, right? Bring the belly in, engage, and lift, coming back into our seated position. From here, let's go ahead and we're going to go on hands and knees. So find your little mat if you like. And let's go ahead and start with some cat-cow. So hands right under shoulders and knees right under hips. Arching the back, rounding the back. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Same movement that we were doing when we were sitting. Activating the back a little bit more. Savor the sensations. Sense the body, explore sensation. Slow down as much as you need to. Tuck your toes in, hands, fingers spread out. All right, we're going to take a down dog. So lifting up into down dog. Adjust your feet, adjust your hands so that you feel comfortable, right? So my knees are a little bit bent right now, so I could push back into, so I could feel the upper back stretch, right? So a little bit of an upper back stretch hanging out here with my knees bent, my heels up. We're just holding for a moment. And then let's go ahead and lengthen a little bit the legs now so that we draw the heels towards the ground. And we just hold again. Explore the sensations, notice your breath. Let's go ahead and lean forward towards the front of the mat, coming into a plank and back. Forward, back. Forward and back. Forward and stay, and notice your breath. Drop to your knees, push back into a child's pose. Inhale forward again, sort of into a modified plank. Push back, child's pose. Forward, plank, modified. Push back. And forward. Stay there forward and drop down. Yoga push-up. Keep your hands right by your shoulders and elbows are hugged in. Lifting up into cobra. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. So it's little cobras. Inhale, little cobra. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck toes. And we're going to come up into a plank. And back into a down dog. Take a little step forward. Just a tiny little step forward. Hold. Take your hips back. Sense. Look to your hands. Walk it forward. Take a moment and just fold and feel the weight of the body. Keep your knees slightly bent. You could sway a little bit left and right. And we inhale slowly up. Reach arms up. Open up wide and bring it down. Look behind you. Inhale up. Exhale down. Chin to the chest. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hands on the side. Take your right foot back and drop the heel of that right foot and slowly come up into a warrior prep. All right, so bending that left knee and taking that right leg back, right? Let's go ahead and turn the torso and hips, right, towards the front of the mat, right? And we're going to go arms up and down. Arms out, up and down. Up, back, and now forward and up. Forward, and you could take your hands to the ground, up. Forward, up. Exhale forward, up. Open up into a warrior two. Hold. Check your knee so that it's not caving in. And we just hold this warrior. Make the arms nice and strong. Look to the front hand, middle finger. Reach back, reach forward. Take now back hand towards leg, right hand, and take arm up and forward and stretch it out. Back into warrior, reverse warrior, arm up. Exhale, left hand to the outside of the left leg, right arm diagonally. Inhale back up. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Keep that chest open. And straighten out that left leg. Come back into the prep. Good. Reaching forward and dropping left hand. Let's take it to the shin. And right arm up. Look to that hand. And come up. Reach forward to the shin. Up. So reaching up into the sky so that you're almost being pulled. and back up. Reach down, up, right hand up. Exhale, back. Reach it, drop it, lift it, hold, keep the chest open. So you could use that left hand as leverage to open up the chest and come back up. Bend that left knee and take left hand to the ground, right hand to the ground. Lift the heel of the right foot and take your left foot back. We're in plank. Hold. And push back into your down dog. Take your feet a little bit apart, hip distance apart, hands shoulder distance apart, and savor that down dog. Let's take right foot forward, left heel down, and we come up into our warrior prep. Right? Check that right knee from it caving in. Keep it straight as it feels right for you. And now we turn the torso, turning torso so that hips now align more with the front of the mat. Reaching arms up and back. Exhale, let's just go forward and down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Tilt that pelvis forward. Exhale down. Inhale up. Hold. Open up into that warrior two. Good. Hold the warrior. Look behind you. Look in front of you. Now look to the middle finger of that right hand. Keep taking that knee to the outside. Good. Hold for a moment. Reach back with your left hand. Right arm up. Exhale down. Left arm now diagonal, if that feels right for you. Or you could just bring it somewhere else, right? You could bring it down depending on your shoulders. Inhale back. Exhale, hand down. And you could bring the right forearm down to the knee. You don't have to go down all the way. Inhale back. Exhale down. Inhale back. Exhale down. Inhale back. Exhale down. Inhale back. Hold. Look to your hand and straighten out the right leg and come back into a triangle prep. Reaching it forward. So let's just reach forward, taking that left hip back. Take the hand to the shin and reach that left arm up, back to triangle prep. Take it down and left arm up and take it up on the exhale. Down, up, down, inhale up, one more, down, reach, hold, open up the chest, taking that left arm back, and we come back up, bend that right knee, take that right hand to the outside, of the right foot. Take the left hand down. Press your hands flat on the mat. Come into plank. Hold. You could do a modified plank if you like. Draw the belly in. Drop it down, yoga push-up. Point your toes. Inhale, baby cobra. 1. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. And push up and drop into a child's pose. Find your breath. Allow yourself to just unwind after a little bit of warming up the body. Sense what's going on. Let go of judgment. Let's slowly come up, and if possible, sit on your heels. And we come back onto our box pose and tuck our toes in, lift up into a down dog. All right, holding down dog again for a little bit. Find your dog. Savor the sensations, what's going on. See if you could activate different parts of the body that you weren't aware of in the down dog. Let's bring the left foot in and allow the weight of the body to go down onto that left leg. You could take your foot, your toes, and just guide them down and stretch out the back of that left leg a little bit more. Feeling the stretch in the back. And now lifting right leg up and taking it to the left. Look under your right armpit. Come back to center so that you could sense that, and now open up the hip again towards the left. Back to center, and now hip rotates and opens up. Look under that armpit. Back to center, knee to the chest. Inhale up. Exhale, knee in. Inhale, knee up or foot up. Inhale in. And just hold. And drop that right knee down. And from here, we're going to take a modified plank, side plank. So take your left foot, put it flat behind you, and open up so that you're opening up towards the left side and reaching left arm up. And bringing it down. Bringing that left foot down so that you could lift that right leg and bring it down. Bring that right
foot to center. Take your left foot and just draw with your fat toe and next toe, bringing your heel down. Just push back and stretching out the back of that right leg. Reach that left foot up, and now to the left. To the right. Come back to center and rotate hip and foot goes to the right. You could look under the left armpit. Do that a couple of times. Coming back to center, knee to the chest and up. Chest, up. Chest, up. Chest hold. Drop. Turn so that the right foot becomes a little bit of a kickstand. And we open up to the right. Reach. Right arm up. Open up. And bring hand down. And now we rotate, so we put the right toes down and we get ready to lift up. And we bring it down this time. Take your feet apart and look to your hands. You could walk to your hands or you could hop. And we fold. Let go of yourself touching the ground so that your hands could get a break. Relax the shoulders, bend your knees a little bit. Slowly come up, reach arms up. Exhale, fold down. Look behind you. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Stay there for a moment. So bend your right knee a little bit, and we're placing the weight of the body onto that left leg, left foot. Take your right leg back, and you're going on your fingertips. Let's go ahead and now point the toes to the right and point them down. Right. Notice the hip rotation and down. Right and down. Right and down. Point toes. Bend that left knee a little bit and notice, see if you could get some balance, right? So now not touching the ground, but you're still folded forward and you're bending the knee a little bit. Come up and stretch back the leg as much as you can and lift torso up. We could take arms forward and find that right spot for us. And now knee up, right? Bring it down and take a chair pose. Knee up. Find your balance. I'm actually getting a little bit of assistance from the wall. A little cheating here. And chair pose.
Knee up. Balance. There we go. Chair pose. Maybe a little faster. Go at your pace. Stay at that chair pose, the next one. Good. So from here, fold forward. Look behind you. Situate yourself on your mat. I had to move a little bit. And we're just hanging out upside down for a moment. Find your breath. Today I am sweating. I don't know if you are too, but I am. Bending that right knee a little bit. We're going to start taking left leg back. Right knee bent. Hands are on the ground. Stretch out the leg and you could point the toes back. And then now toes to the left. Toes down. Toes to the left. Down, so there's that hip movement. Down and left. Toes down, toes left. Down and left. Toes down and pointing them back. And then now fingertips. You're on the fingertips. Your glute is probably engaging, firing up. And if you fall off balance, that's fine, right? That's okay, it's perfect. Lifting off chest a little bit now, and now we could take arms forward. You could keep them down or take them forward and leg back. And knee up, haha. And down into our chair pose. Knee up, left knee up, chair pose. Up, chair. Up, chair. Up, chair. Up, chair. Up, chair. Dive down. Take a moment and grab your elbows and just go left and right. Take a moment to scan the body. What's going on with the hips? With the legs? All right, so we're gonna go up on the inhale, reach, exhale down. Look behind you. Inhale up, exhale down. Lift those toes up if you can. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Look behind you. So your feet could be shoulder distance or hip distance apart with your knees bent. Take your two-piece fingers and grab your big toes, or fat toes as Cubans call them. And draw in and lengthen your back a little bit. As you draw, as you lift up a little bit, keep holding the toes, and then straighten out the legs as much as you can, right? So creating tension, leaning towards the toes, towards the balls of the feet, not the heels. And then bring your chin to your chest, look behind you as you keep straightening out your legs as best you can. So it may not be straight, it might be knees bent. And just feel the stretch in the back of the legs going up all the way to your hips.
release, and stay right there. So bend those knees again and take your hands, place them under your feet so that your toes are touching the creases of your wrists. Press on the hands, feel that nice pressure on the tops of your hands coming from your feet, and lengthen again. So straighten out your legs, lift up your chest a bit so that you feel that stretch. You're looking now straight to the mat below you. And then drop down and you're looking behind you and you're pulling in. Again, either straightening out your legs or pulling in a little bit more. Release and bend those knees and slowly come up. Aha. Let's walk it out a little bit. I hope you're feeling good. All right, let's just go sideways a little bit. Continuing to add movement. Big step. So let's take left foot to the front, and we're kind of like in a warrior, and we're just gonna go one side and the other side. As we go to the other side, we're gonna go imagine whatever you want to push away from you, and you can make a whoa. Whoa! Whoa! Hold and feel that. Feel the energy. I hope you were making sounds. It makes like a big difference when you make the sounds. All right, come back and walk that out for a little bit. We'll do it on the other side now. And we want to keep sort of the body flowing. That lateral movement, hips. And then now we're going to start with sort of coming into that warrior, right? And we're going to go, right? So, whoa! Whoa! Yeah! 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 Because it doesn't have to be that serious. All right, good. And we walk it out. My puppies are all like looking at me like, what is he doing? And we move it left and right. Let's take arms up and down as we do that. Expand the body, unfurl it. And we could open. A little bit more dynamic. Don't take your mat with you. All right. All right. And then let's settle in for a little bit of, let's do some quiet balance, right? So from that sort of energetic, hyped up sense of movement, start settling in and notice the subtleness of the body, sort of the inner composure that you have, the strength that's holding you up. Placing your weight of the body onto that right foot, take the heel of the left and place it on the right ankle. Just hold for a moment. So without lifting, just notice how the ankle begins to negotiate the balance. All the micro movements. And then we take the foot up either below the knee or above the knee. Right? Find
that spot. And we could take hands to prayer. And we start settling in. So we quiet down. We just notice. And we drop that left foot down, walk it out. Let go of stress, anything that's holding you right now in terms of tension in the body. See if you could notice where it is. I just noticed my shoulders as I came off of that. It's a funny thing because it's happening in the feet, right? But the shoulders kind of like relaxed a bit. So notice what's holding you in terms of tension, right? So now I'm trying to find, these tiles have these really big grout areas, so there's kind of bumpy. I'm finding the right one. And so right heel to left ankle, right? And we quiet down here for a moment. Find your breath. And then we take the foot up, right? Finding that foot up and opening up the hip, right? And as you do, bringing your hands back to prayer and just balancing or not, right? So you might come off of the balance, and that's all right. We're just practicing. Relax your eyes. And we drop it down, walk it out. You smile a little bit. Let's take shoulders up to the ears, back and out. So inhale up, back and down. Up, back and down. Up, back and down. Keep going. And then we reverse it. So up, forward, and down. 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 Right. Let's take the right ear to the shoulder, right shoulder. Just let your head just hang. Feel the stretch on that left side of the neck. Take your hand and just gently place it on your head. Come back. Left ear, left shoulder. And now your hand. And then we release. Let's take both hands behind our neck and take elbows back. So feeling that the upper back. And let's just go left and right for a moment. Make it feel good. Keep drawing the elbows back. And we release. Good. Let's do a couple of no's. A couple of yeses. And let's take a seat. We take our seated pose, our easy seated pose. Let's take our right hand to the left knee. Take your left hand behind you. Let's just twist to the left. And just hold it there. Come back. Left hand, right knee, and turn. Come back. Let's take left leg out, and you could bring your right foot in a little bit. Keep your back long. And let's take right arm over towards the left foot and keep the chest open for a while. So just looking up almost, chest open. And now turning chest towards foot. So now feeling it now in the back a little bit more, stretching it out. And then going out behind us and opening up. We could place that hand behind us and just lift up a little bit, feeling that hip flexor. We could take left arm back. And bring it down. Bring that left foot in, stretch that right leg out. Keep the back long. And we take left arm towards that foot, keeping the chest open. And you could hold on to the shin. A bit of a twist, a stretch. We hold, and now we turn. So chest turns towards the foot. And then arm goes out, back. And let's bring it to the ground and lift off using that left hand now as our anchor, right arm up, feeling that right hip flexor. And we come down. Let's come towards the front of the mat. Soles of the feet on the ground. Let's give ourselves a big hug first. So bringing knees into the chest And we could look up as we hug ourselves in, and then we bring chin to the chest, lengthen the neck. Check behind you, holding yourself tightly. We roll back, and we could do a little bit of forward and back. So just a little bit of rocking. Just make sure this feels good for you. So stimulating the back. And then we just come back all the way, head on the mat. Let's take our feet up into the air. Hold the backs of your legs. Wiggle your toes. Flex your feet as if you're holding up the ceiling or the sky. I'm looking at a cloudless sky. And just hold for a moment. Let's take our two-piece fingers, bend the knees, grab your toes, your big toes, and take your feet apart into happy baby. Draw the knees into you. Keep your back from rounding as much as you can. And just hold and notice how it feels when you take your feet apart a little bit more, and then just start rocking left and right. Good. Let's bring the feet together and just hold again. And let's go ahead and bring feet to the mat and to the edges of your mat. Allow your feet to drape to the side. We go into our Savasana. Get yourself comfortable. And allow yourself just to drop down. Let your breath be a natural breath. See if you could breathe through your nose. Notice your face, relax the face, and then scan from the soles of the feet to the crown of your head. Let's go ahead and deepen the breath. Wiggle the toes. Move your fingertips. And stretch your arms back. Bring your feet together and move the body in a way that feels good for you as you're getting out of your Savasana. Bring your soles of the feet to the mat and turn to your side. We take a fetal position, fetal pose. Take a little bit of time to orient ourselves, opening up our eyes, noticing how the body feels right now. Noticing the state of your mind. Is it different than when we started tonight? Coming back to that sense of the in-between space. How we can create an in-between space so we can transition from one world to another world. Not easy. Let's take your free hand and press with it and come up. It's wonderful to practice with you. Thank you for showing up on Monday, right? First day of the week, work week. It's good. I hope you're feeling good. I hope that you got a little bit of warmed up energy in your body, and that maybe you're now a little bit more ready to go to sleep. I'm not sure. I'll see you all on Thursday.